there are certain people in our history who are kind of like statues, you know? You stand next to them, you read about them, you learn about them, and you feel really small, really insignificant. And St. Paul is one of those guys. You know, you look at it and you learn that he traveled 10,000 miles before we had cars or anything like that, just to share his faith with other people. So how are you feeling about your faith? I should also tell you that St. Paul traveled these 10,000 miles and he had some kind of ailment. Well, how are you feeling about your faith now? And also St. Paul had a thorn that was shoved into his side, and he begged and pleaded for that thorn to be taken away, but guess what? It wasn't. He did all these things, and he suffered a lot. He gave up everything, a lucrative career, to be a missionary for Christ. And in the end, legend has it that when he was beheaded, when his body fell to the ground, springs of water flowed up from where he lay. So how are you feeling about your faith now? And so when we hear about these guys, we can kind of shrink back in our own insecurities. And we look at all these people who gave up everything, who did all this stuff for the sake of Christ, and we feel really small. But it's not about them. It's not about what they did. It's about Christ. It's about Christ who can walk us up to that moment that should we be called to sacrifice everything, should we be called to leave in a moment and travel around the world for the sake of the gospel, Christ will be able to lead us through it. And he will show us that the prize of the resurrection makes everything else feel like absolute rubbish. So, Justin, did you know that Paul actually baptized a lion once?
What?
Yeah, it's true. Well, it's true. It's true that it's a story. It's not necessarily true, but people say that about him.